If maths is something you genuinely enjoy thinking about, not just scoring marks, but beyond that, this video is going to change the direction of your career. Yes, not just your preparation and interest towards subject, but long-term career. Because institutes like ISI and CMI don't just create engineers, they create mathematicians. And mathematicians don't just solve problems, they end up solving real-world things like data, finance, artificial intelligence, cryptography, as well as research. And every year, thousands of smart students prepare for JEE, IIT, NEST, but a very small fraction are actually meant for ISI and CMI. I'm going to talk more about it, but the reason majority of the students miss out on this opportunity for these institutes that give you average packages of 40 to 50 lakh rupees per annum is not because they are not smart, but because their preparation needs to be different and they don't do it. Today, I'm going to break down a realistic 6-month strategy for ISI and CMI based on what hundreds of students are already doing at SciAstra. And I personally know 40 to 45 good students who are on their way to joining ISI CMI cutoff list in 2026. By the way, exam dates are now out. Registration forms will be out in the month of February and March. Stay tuned till the end of this video for the whole resources that I'm going to give you. And I need to ask you this question. Are you going to be one of the students in ISI CMI next year? If the answer is yes, let me know in the comments and stay tuned till the end, because those students are now solving actual PYQs and not just PYQs, ISI CMI level problems. They are not busy, craving for resources, random questions, guessing and mugging formulas, because everything I'm going to say today is exactly how we structure our preparation inside the Aryabhatta batch. So it's basically a maths plus research ecosystem, right? I will also tell you what resources actually matter, what to ignore, and how to avoid the biggest mistake that is going to waste your 6 months. I'm making this video, you're watching this, but I know more than 50% of you are going to waste your time. So hello everyone, if you don't know me yet, I'm Soumya Prakash, alumnus of NICER Bhubaneswar, and I've been guiding students for all research exams for the last 5 years, including ISI and CMI. Let's see what we have got here. So 6-month strategy for ISI and CMI. These exams are not backup exams. They're actually destination institutes for everyone who is interested in mathematics. You might be interested in mathematics, you are preparing for JEE or IIT, you might not have heard about ISI CMI. If that is the case, let me know right now, because it's very important. This is your discovery video where you're going to find out about ISI and CMI, that they exist. That gives you packages as high as IITs, even more than that, right? So if JEE Advanced is about speed, ISI CMI is about depth and clarity in the subject. So my first question is, who should even think about these exams? Exactly this. So students who love mathematics, yes, but more importantly, students who enjoy why a solution or a proof that you are writing is going to work. If you feel happy when a proof clicks, then you belong in these institutes. Because careers from ISI CMI do not just stop at academics. Data science, artificial intelligence, the trending field in the whole world right now, finance, machine learning, statistics, this is where these students from ISI CMI end up. So if you're preparing for JEE, IIT, NEST, Olympiads, any related exam, you already have a base. You just need to rewire how you think and solve these questions, right? Let's see what are the new topics that you need to know. So this is where the JEE aspirants fail, because ISI CMI is not syllabus heavy exam, it's thinking heavy. You are already solving lots of questions in those 3 hours, mugging up formulae, eliminating options, but number theory is more than that, right? It's mostly logic, like you need to be proficient in modular arithmetic, divisibility, all these things, combinatorics. For example, pigeonhole principle. Very simple principle. If you know about it, let me know. But it has wide range of applications across mathematics, right? So recurring series, graph theory, set theory and logic. Set theory, some part of it you already have in maths, but you also need to be very well versed with methods of proof, and then we have inequalities, geometry. Geometry, huge part, is different from JEE, right? So it's more about reasoning, different theorem like Seva's theorem and Archimedes' theorem, rest of the things, right? And if these things are scaring you right now, good, because you are at the right place. Yes, if you think you're ready, let me know in the comments. I am ready to be a mathematician in the next 5 months who is going to earn at least 40 to 60 lakh rupees per annum, right? It's not just about salary. Why talk about packages all the time? It's for the sake of mathematics, institutes, your reputation, and the impact you're going to create 5 years down the line. Let's talk more of the things and topics like algebra, coordinate, and practical stuff, right? So it's not that we are ignoring 11th, 12th students, right? It's just testing your concepts a bit differently, right? So algebra, you already have in JEE, continuity, differential calculus, integral calculus. This is common part, and that makes sense because ISI CMI is going to test you objectively and subjectively, both different sections. That is why I mentioned proof in the first part of the video. That proofs should fascinate you. Else you need to practice a bit more than right now, right? Because if you master these concepts the way of ISI CMI, your confidence is going to explode, and that will ensure your selection, right? So this is something you definitely should solve: the PYQs, ISI CMI level problems, objective, subjective, complex numbers, permutation, combinations, of course, in coordination with the combinatorics part that I just mentioned. What's up next is your strategy. If you are already preparing for JEE or IIT, you don't need 10 to 15 hours single day. You just need 3 to 4 hours maximum, right? 4 hours maximum. And how can you break it down? 1 hour of advanced maths every single day, dedicatedly. 2 hours of objective practice. So you're solving the objective questions of ISI. It can be from the 0 to Infinity book. I'll talk more about it. It can be from PYQs, Tomato. If you're preparing for ISI CMI, you know what tomato is, right? So objective and 2 hours of subjective question, let's say on weekends. So that gives you 4 to 5 hours of correct study, right? And subjective writing is most important part because that is going to differentiate your selection in these institutes. And 99% of the students who fail the exam, not because they fail the objective part, but they don't know how to write proofs, and then they panic in the exam. Many of them actually sleep in the exam because they don't know what to do. So avoid yourself these scenarios and check out IOQM papers, right? RMO questions, 0 to Infinity book. Right now, it's a 500 rupees book, but it's actually free in Aryabhatta batch. We'll talk more about it in upcoming slides. Next, reference material. How are you going to prepare it? Right? So I've discussed about, but in SciAstra, before that, you have Tomato, PYQ, Aryabhatta batch, ISI, CMI, IOQM, and RMO. If you don't know anything, you're just an average student, or let's say not average, you're preparing for JEE, IIT, NEST, what extra can you do? That is the primary question. So apart from all the existing study material, PYQs and Tomato becomes non-negotiable. Next up is ISI CMI Infinity, 0 to Infinity, which has Olympiad level theory. That too in a concise way. It's not a very thick book. It's supposed to be covered in 6 to 8 months if you're doing those 4 hours of dedicated study. It has got PYQs, it has got objective questions, subjective questions, solved examples, Olympiad level problems, everything you need to crack ISI and CMI with a good rank, right? And those 40 to 45 students I mentioned in the beginning of this video, they are using this, plus some other things which are given in Aryabhatta batch, which follows this exact order, right? So this gives you live problem solving. We have multiple mentors, right? We started with a recorded batch, then hundreds of students joined us along their way to their preparation journey. We brought mentors from CMI, ISI, who have qualified all these exams. You get access to crash course, right? Special guidance for subjective paper. So all this at 3899, in which this book is included. This will be delivered to your home. Its price itself is 500, right? After discount, by the way. The crash course's price is 3,000. So this itself gives you 3,500 plus those problem solving live, recorded, doubt clearing groups along with your peers, multiple access to multiple mentors, all that in just 3899. You don't have to go anywhere else. I can assure you with full confidence and authority that I have over hundreds of students in past couple of years, this is the place to be at if you're looking to be a mathematician in next 5 to 6 months, right? If you have any doubts, right now mention in the comment. Now the exam pattern, you already know about it. You can take a screenshot of it, right? If you have any doubts in the exam pattern, let me know. There are objective, subjective questions, negative marking in the objective, no negative marking in subjective, but it's important. Similarly, we have CMI, similar pattern. Let me know if you have any doubts. So Aryabhatta, I have already mentioned to you, and opportunity for the students who are watching this, right? You are not alone. If you have just discovered about ISI CMI through this video, it's completely fine and normal, and it's possible, right, to go from where you are right now to the level where you are getting 100, 120, 30 marks in ISI or CMI entrance test. What you need to do, right? Just take a decision and start preparing today itself, right? Every hour is going to count. Just practice 4 hours every single day, 3 to 4 hours. That's it, right? Rest, our mentors will take care of it, right? We have multiple mentors from all these institutes who themselves have internships, jobs ranging in lakhs of rupees. So they are the right people to guide you, help you. With that, the description has all the relevant links. Even if you want free access, you have SciAstra's free material section for all the free materials, mock test, revision notes, other things. So now you know what to do in the next 4 to 5 months for ISI CMI, what kind of topics to cover, how to study, prepare, what book to follow. I have told you each and everything. Now, it's your duty, your job to just execute it. Aryabhatta is the place to be at. By the way, if you're already preparing for IIT NEST, don't know about Kalam batch, I would highly recommend you to check it out right now, because there are thousands of students, right? 300 to 400 students who will be joining IISers next year. So your chance to be interactive with your batchmates, potential batchmates right now is there, and that too on discounted prices on SciAstra.com. The discount is going to end on 25th of December. Don't wait, hurry up and get yours right now. With that, all the very best. Keep in mind each and everything that I've told you today. See you in the next video.